Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Gold Rush fans praise Parker Schnabel in new episode. Gold Rush fans missed Parker Schnabel on the show last week, but he was back this week, and they were very happy. Fans online praised Parker and his appearance on this week's show, calling it his most entertaining appearance all season. Here is what Parker did this week on Gold Rush and why fans were happy about it. Gold Rush fans praise Parker Schnabel this week. Last week, Parker Schnabel was not on Gold Rush. That is because there are 4 teams on the show this season, and the show usually just focuses on 3 of them at a time. This week, the Clayton brothers were missing in action. Instead, Fred Lewis' rock truck broke, Tony Beats faced an engineering disaster, and Parker took on a group of miners recruited from social media to tackle his first Alaskan claim. If that last story seemed the most interesting, that is because it was. Fred had to fix equipment and patch up a worker who was injured by flying shrapnel. Tony had to deal with the mining problem. Those things happen every single week on Gold Rush. However, Parker, the most successful miner of the season so far, taking on a ragtag group of people enlisted from social media was fresh and new. That is what fans have been begging for. Finally, some Parker footage that's entertaining. Got bored of his perfect multimillion mining, now it feels like he's back to his roots of greenhorns and him managing them, one fan wrote on Reddit. This has been one complaint a lot of the season, as Parker has got his operations down to a legitimate business, and usually has nothing to worry about outside of running it. This makes for boring television on a reality TV show. However, not everyone in that discussion agreed about these new social media recruits being greenhorns. Instead, one commenter said they seemed pretty experienced. They pointed out that one recruit had 4 years of experience on a mine, and another had experience, just not on an excavator. They are talking about them like they know nothing and have zero skills, but showing them loading rock trucks for sport, they wrote. Was this just a short-lived change for Parker Schnabel? However, some fans felt this was just a short-lived change for Parker Schnabel. They feel he will just move back to setting up the deals and running the operations from afar, since he doesn't need to be so hands-on with his crew. They should have, or could have I should say, did a spin-off of just Alaska, setting up everything from scratch. One fan complained on Reddit. Instead we get few minutes. Another mentioned that they only saw a few minutes of Parker Schnabel setting up the Alaska operation, and now he will probably not be around there as much. However, these fans are also hoping for a Parker standalone episode from Alaska, or maybe a spin-off with the new Alaska operation getting set up from the ground floor. In the rugged wilderness of the Yukon, where every sunset casts a golden hue over the mountains, a young man with an insatiable hunger for gold steps into the limelight once again. Parker Schnabel, the prodigious miner, has spent his life chasing after the very element that has driven explorers, dreamers, and adventurers for centuries. For fans of Discovery Channel's Gold Rush *, his latest venture was nothing short of mesmerizing, a tale not just of grit, but of growth, ingenuity, and leadership. The episode began as it always does, with the roar of heavy machinery, the clatter of rocks being sifted, and the thrum of anticipation that accompanies a new day in the gold fields. But something was different this time. Parker, though always determined and laser-focused, carried himself with a calm confidence that spoke to years of hard-won wisdom. He wasn't just a young man chasing a dream anymore. He had become a leader who understood the weight of responsibility, the importance of teamwork, and the necessity of adaptation. As the cameras panned across the expansive claim, revealing the scars left by months of relentless digging, fans couldn't help but notice how Parker's operation had evolved. The once scrappy young miner had transformed into a seasoned professional, running a sophisticated gold mining empire with an efficiency that would put veteran miners to shame. He wasn't just going for the low-hanging fruit anymore. He was diving deep, investing in new technology, and taking calculated risks that had the potential to yield extraordinary rewards. In this episode, Parker's crew faced a particularly daunting challenge. A stretch of frozen ground threatened to derail their progress. This wasn't just any permafrost. It was an icy behemoth that had resisted even the mightiest of machinery. Parker, ever the strategist, gathered his team and laid out his plan. What followed was a masterclass in leadership and problem-solving. Instead of throwing manpower and machines at the problem in a brute force approach, Parker analyzed the terrain, considered the limitations of his equipment, and devised a multi-step process that involved a combination of thawing the ground with industrial heaters, carefully timed blasts, and a delicate excavation technique. The plan wasn't just about extracting gold, it was about doing it efficiently, safely, and in a way that maximized returns while minimizing risks. The execution of this plan was poetry in motion. Fans watched with bated breath as the crew worked in unison, every cog in the machine turning smoothly under Parker's watchful eye. The tension was palpable as they dug deeper into the frozen ground, hoping against hope that the gold-rich pay streak lay beneath the icy surface. Parker, usually intense and quick to express frustration when things go wrong, showed remarkable composure. He knew that in mining, as in life, patience is a virtue. The ground finally yielded, and the sight of glimmering gold flakes in the sluice box was met with a collective sigh of relief from both the crew and the viewers at home. But the heart of the episode wasn't just in the technical prowess displayed, it was in the relationships that had developed over time. Parker's growth as a leader was evident, not only in how he approached mining challenges, but also in how he interacted with his crew. The once brash, single-minded teenager had matured into a man who valued the contributions of every member of his team. He took time to listen to their concerns, encouraged innovation, and gave credit where it was due. When his mechanic devised a clever workaround for a troublesome piece of equipment, Parker didn't just nod and move on. He took a moment to acknowledge the ingenuity behind the solution and publicly thanked the mechanic for his quick thinking. These moments of camaraderie and mutual respect are what make Parker stand out, not just as a miner, but as a person. The gold may be what drives them all, but it's the shared victories, the problem-solving, and the bond forged in adversity that keep them coming back day after day. Parker understands this now more than ever, and it shows in the way he leads his crew, not with an iron fist, but with trust and collaboration. As the episode drew to a close, Parker stood on a ridge overlooking his claim. The sun dipped low on the horizon, casting everything in a warm, golden light, a fitting end to a day spent chasing what lay beneath the earth. But Parker wasn't looking at the gold in his sluice box, he was looking at his crew, scattered across the site, laughing, working, and planning for the next challenge. He knew that success wasn't just measured by ounces of gold recovered, it was also measured by the strength of the team, the lessons learned, and the persistence in the face of adversity. For the fans, this episode was a reminder of why they've followed Parker's journey for so long. They've seen him grow from an ambitious teenager into a savvy, thoughtful leader who knows that every ounce of gold is hard-earned, but that some of the most valuable things can't be weighed or sold. It's the trust of his crew, the respect of his peers, and the satisfaction of knowing that he's given his all, no matter the outcome. As the credits rolled, fans took to social media to praise Parker's resilience, his ingenuity, and most of all, his evolution. Mining is a tough business, and gold is a fickle mistress, but Parker Schnabel has proven time and again that he's more than up to the challenge. He's a testament to the fact that true success is about more than just striking it rich. It's about growth, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of a dream, no matter how many frozen obstacles stand in the way.